وانشر علينا خزائن علمك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
So inshallah we'll continue our study circle. So those who are new today, we are looking at basic Arabic grammar in the light of Qur'anic grammar, inshallah. And if you're in the WhatsApp group, I'll share the PowerPoint and I'll also share the video. So inshallah you can catch up on what we have covered. We've only done 2 lessons, so this is our 3rd lesson. So today's lesson, I thought, because this grammar is good to practice, so we're going to review and practice what we have already done. And we're going to do it in terms of quiz and review. So what we have covered last time, so a quick and summarized version. So we're looking at nouns in Arabic, which is ism. It can be indefinite, nakara, so non-specific. For example, a table, a book, or anything else, a chair. So it's non-specific, you don't know which one you're talking about. Or it can be definite, marifa, which is specific. So specific can be this table, this computer, this TV, or in terms of, we said, a person. When you're talking about a person is also specific. You know which person you are talking about. There are 14 independent definite pronouns that we looked at, huwa, huma, hum, and so on. And we said that those are used later on in terms of conjugations in verb, in fi'l, but we're going to look into them in more detail, how we do the conjugation and how we connect them. So in Arabic we have fi'l, the verb, you have the root letters, and from those root letters you can conjugate 14 past forms, you can conjugate 14 future or present forms, and you can also conjugate 6 amr forms, command forms. So if you know one root letter, you can conjugate 14 plus 14 plus 6 makes 34. Yeah, you can make 34 words out of one word. If you know one word, you can make 34 words and you know the meaning of all 34 of them. So once you learn that, inshallah, it will help us all to see those words. And we looked at the tanween, so the 2 fathas, an, in, un, 2 fathas, 2 kasras and 2 dhammas. This is an indication of indefinite noun. So if you read in the Quran and you find where you find these signs under or on the top of the words, you know that if you translate that, you translate that with a instead of the. So for example, we looked at Rasulun. So Rasulun has a double dhamma on the top, so you translate that as a messenger. But if you have ar-Rasul, because now, or ar-Rasulo, now the sign will change. It will be one dhamma and you will have alif lam at the front, so you will translate that as the messenger or the messenger. And the final one, to make a noun definite, it needs to be one of these categories that we look for. So either names of people, names of places, or names of something, they are definite. Or you attach al in front of them. So if you have, for example, qarya, we said, qarya is like a town. So qarya is a town, but if you put alif lam in front, al-qarya, it will become the town. And we said constructive nouns. So this one we looked as well. So one noun is indefinite. When it is attached with a definite noun, then it makes the other one definite as well. So we gave example of, for example, Riha Yusuf. So the smell of Yusuf, because Yusuf is a noun, a name, definite noun. Now that is attached with Rih, which is indefinite. So connecting them together will make it both definite. So that was the 3rd part that we looked at. So that was an overview of the last lesson that we had a look. Anyone has any questions? So, on suggestion of the brother, which was very good suggestion about reviewing our vocabulary. So we are going to cover vocabularies and then we can review them. So these are the words to help us know the meaning as we go along, so we don't forget. When we recall, we remember the words, and when we see them in the Holy Quran, then we know the meanings. So I said 2 or 3 of them already, but inshallah we can go. So ism, so anybody can say the answers. So you don't need to put your hand up, we can go as together, inshallah. Ism, the meaning? Name. A noun, yeah, so ism is name as well, and it is noun in terms of that. Fa'al, A verb. Harf. Harf is, so like, yeah, so we had the fi, ila, and preposition. Yeah, so harf is known as a preposition. So in Arabic, a word, which is a kalima, is divided into one of these three. It can be ism, it can be fi'l, or it can be harf. Yeah, so ism noun, word fi'l, and harf preposition. So harf is like ila and fi. So those things, some things that on its own does not have a meaning. It needs to be attached to something to get a meaning for it. Kitab, book. Sama, sky. And then, do you see why we have a book and the sky? Inshallah. Yeah, so this one doesn't have a alif lam, so that's a book. And this one has a alif lam, so it's the sky. Yeah, Rasul, a messenger. Rajul, Aman. Qarya, a town. Ash-Shams, the sun. Al-Qamar, Rih,
Smell.
yeah, smell or a smell. And then we had those two names, Isa and Yusuf. Names, all the names are also definite articles. So these are words from the Holy Quran. Inshallah, now you know all the meaning of them. Now we're going to do a Blue Cat quiz, which is online quiz. So if you have your phone, you can join the quiz online. If you don't want to join online, then you can just answer as it comes on the screen, inshallah. For Muhammad wa Ahl Bayt Muhammad Salam. So if you go to Blue Cat, we'll do the classic mode. It allows 60 players, so inshallah we can take. There you go. You can have the volume down. So if you type that in play.bluecat.com, and it will ask you for a game ID, and you can type this game ID in. So 478-3177. So if you don't have your phone or you don't want to join in, you can join in with the nickname. So if you don't have to join with your real name. But if you want to compete and you want people to know who they are, you can join with the real name. Yeah. If you don't have a phone, you can just answer as we go along when the question comes up. You can say it in your mind, you can say it loud, it's all up to you. So it's based on what we have learned so far, inshallah. Huh?
Can we join online?
You can join as a team as well. You can join as teams. So 2 people, 3 people can play together.
Join again.
Yeah, so play.bluecat.com, and that's the pin. 478-3177. So we have 6 people joining. We'll wait another minute for people to join in. On the internet, you can just type that in instead of downloading the app. So you can just go on Google and type play.bluecat.com. MashaAllah, we have them Palestinian blood, huh? Should we make a start or still waiting? There is 16 questions, and it's based on it's multiple choice. So you read, and if you don't know, you take a guess at the answer. But it's based on what we have learned, inshallah, and what I went as overview. If you were not here, maybe you can sit next to someone who was. Hopefully, they have remembered what we have covered. Huh?
Negative marking also.
No negative marking. So you answer correctly, you get most points, and then you answer quickly, you get the most points. So first is correction, and then it's the speed. Yeah? And if you can have both together, you will win. But even if your name is not on the board, don't worry. It only shows, I think, the top 5 on the screen. So the rest is going to show. Should we make a start?
Just 1 second. Username क्या डालना है?
Any name. You can choose any name.
नहीं आप लॉगिन में ना जाएं। आप ज्वाइन गेम करें।
Huh?
दो ऑप्शन है ना लॉगिन या ज्वाइन है।
Sign up for
ज्वाइन गेम। नहीं बैक कर। ज्वाइन गेम।
अच्छा।
This number 4783177.
number
4783177.
but the name is already taken. अपना
Done? Alright, let's make a start. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So question comes up, and then you get multiple choice, and you choose the right one. If you're not using a phone, you can work with someone, or you can just think of the answer in your head, and to help you, inshallah, know the answer. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So a word kalima is divided in 3: ism, verb, and preposition. Is that true or false?
True.
The answer was true. So you can see it tells you the top 5 was given the answer quickly. Next one. Ali, Kitab, Al-Kursi are examples of what? Noun is fail or harf. Ism, fail or harf. So they are all nouns. So we have Norani PhD still leading. Number 3. Abada Ya'budu is example of what? So we did this in the first lesson, I said. Noun, ism, fail or harf. Worshipping. This was fail. So abada was past tense, and ya'budu was present tense. So we have a new leader now at the moment. Number 4. Kitab translates to the book, a book. You got 61% correct. In Arabic, there are 14 definite and independent pronouns. I mentioned that in the start, how many there were. Yeah, that one was true. I mentioned that in our startup bit. Rajulin translates to yeah, because of the tanween. So we have Fazl and Dr. Ara. Rasulun translates to Al-Qaryatin. Oh, this one maybe I made a mistake actually. This is my mistake.
What's the mistake?
By mistake I chose
when you have a left lam, you can't have a tanween.
Al-Qarya.
So it should be Al-Qarya. Yeah. But the tanween shouldn't have been there. That was a wrong, incorrect there. But well done if you chose because of the Al. Yusuf is what type of noun? Specific or non-specific? Indefinite or definite? So we have a new leader now. Ali on the top. Huh? Al-Rasul is what type of noun? Definite or indefinite? Yes, it's definite because it has a left lam in front of it.
It's all gone.
He's score. Who's got the top 5. So this one, I don't know if you see, we had the different letters, 14 Shamsi and 14 Qamari. So this one, Rasul, would you read it as Ar-Rasul or Al-Rasul? So with R or with the Lam. So if you were not here, I don't know if you can see the letters. I did put the letters in. So you read it as Ar-Rasul, the Lam is silent. So if it's Shamsi letters, the Lam is silent, and if it's Qamari letters, the Lam is not silent. You read the Lam. You can't see it, so it will be a bit disadvantage. So Qamar, would you read it as Al-Qamar or Ab-Qamar? Yeah, maybe some of these you have already heard, so you should take a good guess, inshallah. This one is Al-Qamar. This is Qamari letters. We got 4 more left. So if you want to win, you have to answer them quickly for your name to be on the top 5. Using the image, so Nas, is it An-Nas or Al-Nas? It's An-Nas. Yeah, Noon is yeah, we have a Nas in Surah Nas as well. How many of the Arabic letters out of 28 are the silent letters? I just mentioned that earlier if you were listening. I gave a hint on that one. So it's 14, 14. 14 are Shamsi and 14 are Qamari letters. Yeah. Two more questions?
Prime Minister.
Imran Khan is on the board now. Rasulullah translates to a messenger of Allah or the messenger of Allah. Yeah, it is the messenger of Allah because it is a definite noun. Because of Allah. Allah makes the Rasul definite as well. And the last question. Riha Yusuf translates to a smell of Yusuf, the smell of Yusuf. Huh? Shabashi. Huh? Shabashi, well done. Is the smell of Yusuf. Again, it was the same because of the Yusuf, the Re becomes definite. So this is our 5 positions, or 3 positions, and the other 2 are not. So well done to these 3. Can recite Allah salawat for them and all of us. So inshallah, so hopefully that was a bit better. If we focus, we can learn more, and then we can practice. So these are some words that I picked from the Holy Quran that are most repeated words in the Holy Quran. So inshallah we look at them to find the nouns in them, and we also look at the meaning of them, so then we learn them and then increase our vocabulary. So in the first line, we'll go one by one. So we can see, I put colors, I put them in different colors, so then we can see later on as well. So noun will go into blue, verb will go into green, and if it's a preposition, it will go into red color. So we'll start with from this side going that way. So Allah is a noun. Min, so from preposition. Man, who. Ma, what? Ma means what? So what is that? Preposition. Allazina, the one who. Yeah. This one is a noun. It is known as Ismi Mawsul. So we haven't covered this, but this one is a noun. It's ism. It's known as Ismi Mawsul. So it means the one who. Yeah. So it connects like that. La, no. It is a preposition. So no is a preposition. Fi, in. Preposition. MashaAllah. So we got all of them. So we got the meaning here for you. So inshallah later on when I send this to you, if you wanted to learn the meanings, you can focus on the meanings and learn them one by one. So qala, he said, is a verb. Thumma, then, is a preposition. Then is a preposition. Al-ard, the earth. Noun. As-samawat, the skies, is noun. Yawm, a day. Adab, a punishment. Adab is a noun, a punishment. Yeah, when it's punished, then it becomes a verb. Yeah, he's punished or he is getting punished. If it's just a punishment in its own, it's a noun. But you can have the same noun in a verb form as well, where somebody is being punished. Yeah, so it's sometimes some things we see, it may have different it may have the same what's it called, letters and how it looks to us, but we have to know the meaning, and then we can know what it is, what they are. So that's that one. Next one, last line. Qul, say, is a verb. Musa, Al-Qaum, the people. Al-Haq, the truth. It is a noun. Qablun, before. Yeah. This one is a bit tricky one, to be honest. I don't know why it is. According to the English dictionary, it says it is a preposition. Before is a preposition. But according to the Quranic corpus, it says that qabl is a noun. So why is that difference? I do not know. So inshallah, we have to find that one out. But these are the words which are most used. So I said I'll put it here for us to check. That is according to the Quranic corpus, that it is a noun. But according to the English, when you translate, when you look at before what it is, it comes as a proposition. Annar, the fire.
No.
And anzala, he revealed or he sent down, is a verb. Yeah. So once we have a few understanding, mashallah, and all of these words, we can look. These are the most repeated words in the Holy Quran. And when you learn the meaning of them, inshallah, and you know whether it's a noun or it's a verb, yeah, then you can also help yourself to better translate and understand the Holy Quran, inshallah, and the prayers. Anybody has any questions? No? So inshallah, I'll send this in the group, and then you can have a copy of it. If you're not in the WhatsApp group, then you ask Mr. Bukhari or Mr. Hamdani or Zaki Bhai to add you to the group, and then inshallah you can also watch the video. I'll share the link with the file. Any questions? Bar Muhammad wa Ahl Bayt Muhammad salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.